This episode of Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf has been brought to you by battlegrip.com, which is a great website where you can get all the information on classic toys. Well, people would call them classic, I wouldn't, but from the great era of 70s, 80s, and 90s, and newspaper articles, all that fun stuff. And this is created by Phillip, who is also now the CEO of Steve Jackson Games. Make sure you go check it out. We'll leave it in the show notes. Check out battlegrip.com and see all the cool toys that Gamerleaf played with or hoped to play with when he was younger. Now, on with the show.
Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf, the podcast in which one man strives to level up his geekhood and helping you do the same, one battle at a time. Now, let's get geeky with Gamerleaf.
Welcome to Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf. I'm your host, Gamerleaf. Now, I know you guys were looking forward to another episode of Rolling with the Leafs, where we bring you the RPG game of us playing Too Many Bones, which was a Kickstarter game back from Chip Theory Games. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said on Saturday's episode, if you caught it, if you didn't catch it, go back and listen to it because there's a great giveaway. And it's a really fun game that we played for our Friday episode as well. But anyways, as I said, our family's a little bit sick and be under weather, a little sick and under the weather, or however they say that. So anyways, this is just going to be an informational episode. So we want to give you some information as stated. We have some great interviews coming up, so you'll want to stay tuned for those. Let me go ahead and give you a rundown of some of the interviews that we've recorded that we have yet to release. We will be releasing pretty soon here Dungeons of Infinity, which will be a game on Kickstarter. Also, that time that I sat down with Jonathan Gilmour, who is a creator, well, he's a designer of games. And then also I sat down with Vegard, who creates simplyclever.cards, and we'll be reviewing his game or his cards. And then also I sat down the other day with the art director of Arcane Wonders. His name is Gibson. And then also Nfinities, Defiance of Fate, which is a game coming to Kickstarter pretty soon. We sat down with him. Also, if you stay tuned for Wednesday's episode, make sure you listen to my interview with the three masterminds and creators behind Hermetica, the board game. So that's cool. That's some of the stuff we have up and coming. We have some new review games. Let's see here. We recently got Crazy Eights, which is based off of Crazy Eights. But Crazy Eights Camelot, which... yeah, we got that, so we'll be playing that here in the near future. Also, Gameland Games, we've got Tiny Epic Galaxies. We'll be bringing that to the table as well as some others. We got a bunch of games from cheap-ass games that we got to get to the table, as well as we've still got to get Almost Got 'Em, which is a Batman game. We got to get that to the table. That one has been taking a little bit longer to get to the table because we need more players to play, and Lady Leaf and Wizard Leaf haven't always been doing the best, so that's a little bit behind that. But those are some of the great things that will be coming to Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf. What do you want to see in the future of Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf? Somebody, I won't give any names, you'll have to stay tuned for the episodes, but somebody mentioned, why not do paid advertisement every 6 minutes on the podcast? What do you think about that? Is that a yay or a nay? Go ahead and email us at gamerleaf@gamerleafgo.com. Let us know what you think about that, if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I know I have my opinions, but this is your show after all. You are the fans, and I want to make you happy. The best I can, of course. So anyways, that's one of the ideas that was shot out there. I'm hoping that our episodes are getting a lot better. I'm trying to make it more conversational, not like script reading where I just say, okay, they answer a question, and then I say, oh, okay, and then I go dive right into the next question. I'm trying to make them more conversational. How am I doing? Give us an email or shout us out on Facebook or Twitter or whatnot. I don't go to Twitter as much as you can probably gather. And then also make sure you go ahead and check out our giveaway. Go to our Facebook page. That's Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. Or you can type in your search engine Gamer Leaf. That's capital Gamer and then capital Leaf, like a leaf from a tree. And then capital C, capital L, capital P. That's for Curious Leaf Press. And you can do that. And we should come up, or just search Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf on Facebook, and then check out our pinned posts up there, because we have a giveaway going on. Right now, it's probably got about 9 days or so at the time. Well, 11 days at the time of this recording, but 9 days when you hear this episode. So check that out. And that is the international contest. So yeah, you can go ahead and win even if you're overseas or whatnot. You might have to help with shipping costs, but hey, it's a new game you haven't played, or hopefully you haven't played. And it's from the designer of Kung Pao Chicken, which is all of the Leafs really liked. That was a really fun game. If you missed that, our review of it was on this last Friday, so check that out as well while you're over there on our website. Well, our website. Go to our website and you can get all of our podcasts. It is GamerLeaf. Well, no, that was about to give her our email. Our email is gamerleaf@gamerleafgo.com, kind of like Pokemon Go, but GamerLeaf Go. So check out our website, which is gamerleafgo.com, almost like Pokemon Go, but gamerleafgo.com once again, and check that out. And let's see, what else do you want to hear from Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf? Well, we might be changing the order of our show. We might put the podcast plugs. We might fit a spot in there in the middle of it, so you can go ahead and you can be listening to the interview, and then before you get tired of me, because remember I always tease about they fell asleep, and now you got to wake them up, and now you got their full attention. Why are you back to such and such game? This way, we hope to wake you up in the middle of the podcast and give you the what do you call it? Not the what do you call it, but the podcast plug. Well, no, the Kickstarter corner. We hope to wake you up for Kickstarter corner in the middle. We'll do our best to wake you up. If it's not working, let us know. But on with the Kickstarter corner. It's just me again. We have Dwarf's Winter. That's Dwarf, but the F looks like a 7. Winter, and that's going through Monday, January 15th. They overfunded on Kickstarter. It really went wild. They funded in, I want to say less than 24 hours. But let's check it out, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Just waiting for my page to load. If you've listened to the show very much, you know that it can take a little bit of time sometimes. But we got Dwarf Winter. It's a hand-building, worker placement, resource management game with tower defense elements for 1 to 4 players. This is a really fun game from what it looks like. Right now, at the time of this recording, with 8 days to go, so about 6 when you hear this, they have reached $53,072 out of their $15,000 goal. You'll get 48 miniatures. So yeah, check out this game. It's the second in their lineup of the Dwarfs games. They started with Dwarfs Fall and then Dwarfs Winter. It's got some cool minis. So check that out. And then moving onward and upward, we've got Squatch the board game.
Hey, it's Jake here with the Squatch team. We just launched our brand new board game on Kickstarter. It combines a lot of skill with a little luck to create the most unique board game you will ever play. Visit Kickstarter.com and type Squatch in the search bar to find us.
That's about to wrap up. Well, let's see here. It might be done by the time you hear this episode. Maybe not. Okay, well, they got 37 hours to go. So I don't know. It's really close to its goal. So I don't know. I can tell you. This podcast, will air before then. So make sure you check it out. Squat's the board game. We'll go ahead and leave that recording from Jake so you can hear about it. But Squat's the board game. Time to catch that sneaky Sasquatch. Challenge your friends and be the first to catch that Sasquatch. Bigfoot has finally met his match in this crazy, addicting board game. Yeah, you'll want to definitely check that out. Right now, at the time of this recording, it was at $4,883 out of the $5,900 goal. They have 180 backers, so they're really close. So check that out. First thing you turn this podcast on, go ahead and pause it or do whatever you got to do. You can even multitask, I guess, and listen and back it at the same time. So yeah, check that out on the Kickstarters, and that's almost over, so that's exciting for them. Hopefully they will fund. It's almost over, like I said. And then we've also got the one where you can make your own superhero. Have you ever wanted to make your own superhero? Well, now you've got the opportunity. Join us, add your superhuman to a new universe. They want to make 100 of these. Join us to create a brand new superhero universe through an anthology of short stories. Also, add your own character to this universe. So yeah, you'll definitely want to check this out. If you do want to check it out and you do want to back it, make sure that you click the link that we provide you in our show notes so we can show them that Getting Geeky with Game Relief Kickstarter Corner is actually sending people their way. That would be great. So we really appreciate it. And then if you caught Friday or Saturday's episode last week, you know all about this one. But we'll go ahead and tell you anyway. We've got Kung Pao Chicken, a secret identity game. It's a zany party game that will keep the whole family guessing and laughing. And the 3 Leafs that played it really liked it. My wife, Lady Leaf, just glancing at it, she thought it was a really good game. Even though it was just a prototype, she thought it was very well developed. And you'll go ahead and check that out on the Kickstarter. We'll make sure we leave the links for all these in the show notes as well. Double click them so you don't have to type them in. And then let's see here. We've got Lords of the Motley Verse. This one, I really like it. It gives me the nostalgia of He-Man. I would go ahead and watch the video if nothing else. It's by Kevin C. Reeves. Lords of the Multiverse is a fast-paced, last faction standing, miniatures and dice combat game packed full of strategy and mayhem. Check it out on the Kickstarters. At the time of this recording, they had 23 days to go. They're going through the 30th of January. Make sure you check it out. It is awesome. I really hope they fund this time. There's 20 miniatures, and one of them looks like He-Man. So check it out on the Kickstarters. Tell them that Getting Geeky with Game Relief sent you. And then Hermetica, the board game. That's right, Hermetica, the board game. I just barely sat down with the creators of that, and it is a stellar game. So the Kickstarter won't be live when you hear this episode, but I will ask them and check with them if I can send you the preview link. So you can click it, and I think there's an option. There's an option for you to click on the top left-hand corner to notify me on the launch. So if you go ahead and check that out before they launch, you click that, and it will tell you when they launch. So that's cool. But Hermetica is an abstract strategy board game where each player's turn consists of 3 actions for synergistic opportunities to outwit their opponent. And Michael Wright, who is the Unfiltered Gamer, he actually did a live playthrough of this. I watched it. You can check that out on Facebook. I'll make sure I leave a link to that as well. This is a 2-player great game. It's kind of got the strategy that you loved in chess, but it makes it a little bit more funner, and it's got a lot more replayability. Hermetica is a 2-player game where players outwit their opponent in attempts to navigate to the other side of the board. And you know what? You can play that right now online. You can check it out before you go back it. So make sure you do that. We'll leave a link in the show notes as well. So yeah, check that out on the Kickstarters. Like I said, I'll hopefully have a link there for you. And then, let's see here. We wanted to give a quick shout out to our network. We got Ryan Kamek, who is the Giveaway Geek. Check him out on his website. Lots of great giveaways going on over there. He does Dwarf Winter. That's a giveaway they're doing. As well as Helena from Board Game News. Check out them. We'll leave a link for that as well. As well as Joshua Burrell, who is also known as, you guessed it, Logan Chops Reviews. And he just barely did a great interview. Well, not an interview. I haven't watched the video, but I'm about to. I'm getting close to watching it. But you remember, I told you that Infinities Defiance of Fate is coming to Getting Geeky with Game Relief? Well, he did a review or something of that on his channel. He was the first one, I think. So make sure you check that out. We'll leave a link in the show notes as well for you. Applications. Adventures and application acquisition with Game Relief. What application have we been playing? Well, that's a hard one. Well, here we go. I will go ahead and tell you about Zencaster. Yes, that's right. Zencaster. If any of you are doing recording or podcasting or whatnot, you got other podcasters listening to you, make sure you check out Zencaster.com. That's Zencastr.com. I really like this application. So what it does for me is it allows me to have multiple guests on, or even if it's just me and another guest, and it will create a separate audio file for everybody's audio so that we can go ahead and I don't have to worry about if I accidentally cut somebody off or they accidentally cut me off. That audio, I can go ahead and edit it. It makes it a lot cleaner for editing, and so therefore you get better podcasts. So yeah, check out Zencaster.com. I'll make sure I leave a link in the notes. And one of the brother of the creator of Zencaster is actually he's a game creator, a game designer as well. So yeah, I'll put a note and a plug in there for him on the podcast. So yeah, check out his game. I think he had something on Kickstarter a while back ago. I want to say a dice tower, but I don't remember exactly. So yeah, he creates different things on Kickstarter as well. So check him out and check out Zencaster.com, especially if you're a podcaster or need to record something with separate audio files. The only thing I would do different is I would make it not based upon the downloading of it. I would make that not based upon the kind of memory they have available on their computer, because who knows, you may not be downloading it at that time. So is there a way to fix that? Hopefully, if the people from Zencaster are listening, go ahead and get rid of that feature so it doesn't based on memory that I have on my computer. But, anyways, yeah, because I actually had my people from Hermetica, one of the guys, I think it was Chris maybe, he had to go ahead and delete one of the games that he hasn't played for quite some time. Hopefully he'll get it back, and hopefully he'll be able to play it soon. So anyways, that is what I would do to fix Zencaster. How can you find us? Well, you know how, because you're obviously here, but others don't. So go ahead and tell your friends about Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. Another way so you can help great people find our great podcast. Well, hopefully it's great. At least I like it, and hopefully you do too, or you wouldn't be coming back, would you? Anyways, go ahead and leave us a review. If you don't have an iTunes account, I imagine you have a friend with an iPad or an iMac or even an iPhone. Go ahead and borrow their phone. Borrow, wink, wink. Borrow it, put a review on there, and then give it back to them. And this way, this does two things for you. This helps other people find Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf so we can make great content for you, as well as it frees up time and energy that your friend would have once you've led them on to our podcast. It makes it so they can save all that time and energy of having to create their own review. Win-win, don't you think? Well, anyways, go ahead and check us out. Make sure you check out our giveaway that we have on our Facebook page that's on the top there. Facebook, go ahead and give us a like and share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies too. They need a good podcast as well. Especially if never mind. Because like I said, we're remedying that part where you fall asleep in the middle. So yeah, you don't want to have them run off the road. But if you did, I guess they could listen to the old ones. If it's that boring and you got bored and fell asleep, you can go ahead and let your enemies listen to the previous episodes where we didn't wake them up in the middle of the podcast. So there you go. There you have it. This has been Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. Go ahead and get geeky, stay geeky, or bring others into the geek fold. And we will catch you all on you guessed it, the flip side. We will talk to you all next time. This has been Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. Gamer Leaf out.
Gamer Leaf levels up. Tune in next week to see if Gamer Leaf's luck holds up.